Right, welcome back guys, this is part 2 of fitting the EPAS conversion to my Clio. In this half we will be fitting the column itself and wiring up the ECU to get it all finished and in the car. Not the nicest job, but it's doable, so don't worry about it. And I'm at home in a minute, as you can see, because we've had some bad snow here. We did this in the garage before and I'm on a GoPro now, so better quality, but still getting used to it, so it's a bit shaky and I'm ruffled the bloody mic from my fingers a few times. But yeah, if you haven't seen the first half, you need to go back and view that. That is looping the rack if you're keeping your standard hydraulic rack. Why I'm doing it, and basically all the hydraulic side, removing it and swapping stuff over. So yeah, let's get on with it then.
Right then, so we've jumped locations and we're now at the garage because we're going to change the column. I'm here because the engine's all in now and I've been running that in, so I've been driving around with no power steering at all. And now I'm happy with the engine. We're going to do this column. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the steering wheel. And basically behind the steering wheel you have, I don't know if you can see them up there, them clips there. And these pop outwards, this direction, one each side, and absolute twat basically. And that will release the airbag. Before doing this, make sure you've disconnected the battery and gave it about 10 minutes to discharge anything. You don't want that airbag going off in your face. So that brings your airbag out. Then behind here you've got a centre bolt to hold the steering wheel on. You've got plugs for your not power steering, what is it? Your cruise control and your horn. So you need to disconnect them. Then we're going to be removing the surround, which has 3 little T20s, and there'll be one down here, but mine is removed at the minute. In there, you can't see it because it's pitch black. There, that's where it will go, and that will remove your surround. What you have to watch, if you've got the steering controls, we have to disconnect this first. There's a little clip, mine's actually tiger sealed in, so I can actually pull it out now. But you take the top off first, and you have to push the little clip on the back. So I'm going to do that and get these out of the way, and then we'll carry on. So there's my airbag popped out, and you've got a connection here on the top. You've got 2 back there. There is also one on the other side of the airbag. You can see the wire going down there, and there's that bolt, which is a T50 if I'm right. So what we're going to do first is disconnect these. And all you do is get your nail under it, pop the top off like that. Sorry, that just pulls out. And then if I can do this one-handed, it should pop out like that. So all it is. And then we do the one on the other side, same. In a second, these are just pressed into the rubber. Pull them out, give it a pinch there and a pull. Can I do it one-handed? There you are. Same there, one there with a little press clip again. And then I'm going to move the airbag out of the way, tuck the wires through there and remove that. What you've got to remember, on the other side here there is a steering angle sensor. Ideally your steering wheel should be straight to the top. Your angle sensor will be set at 0 then. When you take it off, mark your steering angle sensor to the top, and when we remove that we're going to cable tie it in place so it doesn't move, because when you pull it all back together the car needs to know basically where the steering is. So if that's in the wrong position you have to end up resetting it. That's all it is, and you need a clip and a computer for that, and it's a big job then, and we don't want to make it into that. So I'm going to remove this, I'm going to remove the wires, I'm going to remove my steering wheel. There's everything out at the back. That's your plug for steering controls, which sits in here. Right then, so we're going to get the wheel off. And what you'll find, I've already cracked this off, my T50, my steering lock's on as well. That ain't going to pull off. Give it a good bash all the way round, and voila. Make sure you don't yank the wires out, of course. And there's one steering wheel off. Look at that. So this is a steering angle sensor. Mine's actually out because underneath my column is actually disconnected from the rack. But I'm going to show you how to do that later. So I'm going to have to reset this, but I advise you to line yours up before. Wheel straight, steering wheel straight, everything off. So now we've got to remove this. So I'm going to have a quick look, show you. Right, so now we're at order controls. There is a little what are we on now? I think it's a T15 to be honest. Yeah, T15. And it is down here. I know I can't show you with the camera up there. It's at that angle, under there, little gold screw by the red wire. So we're slacking that off, and then down the back here, under this plug, if I remove this plug, simply pinch, there is a little lift up tab. You can feel it with your finger, give that a lift, and the whole thing slides off then. I'm going to remove all this so it's out the way because we're changing all this. We've also got this, your pickup ring for your key here. So we'll give that a pinch and disconnect that. Come on, you little bugger. Come on. There are 8 clips, they're horrible things. There it comes. Or just take the whole thing off like that, that'd be easy, wouldn't it? And it's just being a bit of a cunt because it wants to be. Why are you being a cunt? Backing up. Right, I'll get that off in a second. I'm going to disconnect all these and then I'm going to show you how to move the top of the dash, which is next. Right, so next up we're going to remove the top of the dash. Behind these, they just pop off, only clipped on. You've got one screw there. If I pop this one off, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. Up in the corners, one there, one in the middle, and one that side. So we're going to remove them, and then what you do is you push it down and pull it towards you, and the whole top half should slide off. Should, I say. Airbags under here, and it clips in there, that's why we have to push it down. And sometimes it gets stuck and it can be a bugger. You don't want to break anything, so we try and do it as tidy as we can. All the air vents come with it. Speakers are underneath. The clocks stay in place. So we'll do that. Right. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. There's 2 screws here at the front and some on the side. So we've got the one here, your 2 there, 3 on that side, 1, 2, 3 at the back. And I forgot all about that little bugger there, the little plastic clip one. You unscrew it and pop the whole thing out. And there's one on the other side as well. Then the dash can come forward. Right, so I've took all my bolts out my dash. And now we're going to remove the pillars. All you do is find some way you can grip on there. And we'll remove the seal. Now if we pull this forward a little bit, see that clip in there? We've got a light. Where's my light gone? Give me a second. There. Oh, they are. Where about we? There. See, just where my finger is there. Bit difficult. That is a tab. We're going to get a flatted screwdriver and give that a little push in, and that will release the top, and then it'll unclip. 1 second. Right then. So there's the clip we've just pushed in, and that removes all that. There's a load of crappy wires, I don't know what that's for, probably the alarm, sensors, whatever they've hidden there in the past, and everything. So now, as you can see, that's a bit loose. I'm going to get into the middle of the car, grab it both sides, fingers in the dash, and give it a good yank forwards, and then that should pull out. Right, so there's my little plastic clip out. Just 2 halves, and then this should come out now. So get it in, give it a push. As simple as that. Make sure nothing's stuck to it, and we'll get that out of the way. Top the dash out. Now we're going to just remove the clocks. Simply lift them up, pop them out. Then you've got little clips on the back. Push that one in, slide that over.
And there's that one out. Pick them out. Like that. There's the next one. Is a similar sort of thing, but just a single-sided one. Get right in there. Can't get my bloody fingers on it. Little bastard. Where don't you come? Push the little thing in there and slide it over all the way till it clicks. And wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Don't want to give up this one. There you are. The clocks are out. This is what we're looking at now. We need to disconnect the wiring, which is behind here, as you can see down there. We have air vents. The motor actually sits on that side, and you can see one bolt there, there's a bolt there, and there. So you've got 4 bolts holding this in. There's also a 10mm there, 13 on that side. We want to disconnect basically everything that gets in the way, and then we're going to pull the carpet back under there and remove the 13mm that holds it to the rack. Right then, from my best experience, is to get into the car, get it up in the air, and there is your steering rack. And I've actually disconnected mine already. What I've done is, if I can get my hand up there to show you as well, I pulled the rubber boot back, and then you'll be exposed to a 13mm nut and bolt. And what you want to do is remove the nut and slide the bolt out, which is sort of triangular shape, so it has to wiggle out in a certain way. Just give it a wiggle, a twist, and it will come. Then you slide the end of the column off. It just lifts off and it's away. That is your bolt there. As you can see, there's its shape and 13mm on the end. So next we go inside and pull up the carpet and everything. Get the torch out there before I leave that behind. And while you're up there, by the way, push your C. I'll show you. Right, what you'll see is the end of the boot. And come on. Anyway, whatever. You'll see the end of the boot. You pull this up and see sort of them there. These stupid things. Pop them through. Inside, you want to remove your footrest, which has a Torx through it. I think they're, what are they, like T25 or T27 or something like that. You've got a rest under your accelerator pedal, same, remove that. And then all you do, just fold the carpet back, and then you're exposed to the end of the column. Pull the rubber out so it's all loose, and next, you're going to remove the end. So you got 4 13s, like I said. You've got a little 8mm on the front, which was here, and you've got your 13 on there. And then all you do is slide it off. I had to bend this one down because if you have a look on the ends, they've got little tabs on them and they hook through those holes there. And all that will do is slide out now. So I'm going to remove that, and then we'll get round to wiring the EPAS in. So here's our 2 columns side by side, and this is the one I've just took out, of course. I need to get my ignition barrel out, and then this one has also got the ignition barrel in. I haven't got the key for that, so that's going to be a bugger to get out, but I'll get it out, don't worry, and I'll show you how to get that one out. Here's our motor. Plugs with all the wires on, all ready to go. There's your codes if you need them. And basically exactly the same. Where's your joint? Here's the end I was showing you. All it is it slides over the end, remove the bolt, pop it off, slide it out. This one was a bit exposed and scrappy. It's all tight, but I'm going to give it a clean up and a grease. There's your stupid rubber things that pop through the floor. It's just to seal it. So you want it, if you have a look, it's got a big flap on this one.
just protect it. I've actually cut it off this one because they're light and it's not really needed. So they are. So let's get round to wiring this up then. But first, we're going to get those ignition barrels out. Right, so we're going to remove the ignition barrel now. You need to remove the little gold screw that's on this side. And then there's 2 gold tangs here. So you get your key, place it in the barrel, put some pressure on there with a screwdriver or something on your tangs, and they pop in. And when they pop in, give the barrel a pull. Tuck that one in, and they are, and then slide your wiring up. And it will all fit through. A little push, and they are. So all we're going to do is put that into my other one. Same thing, slide it in, push the tangs in till it clicks into place, take the key out. Simple as. Right then, so wiring time. This is to kit off eBay. Get some nice instructions, it's simple as hell. These are the 2 plugs you get. If you opt for the more expensive option, you get this plug, which is your power plug. But because we went to Scrappy, we've got that already. You're also, ideally, inline fuse, which I've got there, and some cable, and it can't get more simpler. From here there's 2 types. This is basically your ECU plug, which I've just removed the old one, and that goes in the end there. This is your control module. This is your dial for adjusting it, lighter and heavier steering. Yellow grey onto there, and yellow and grey. The white and the black is a positive and an earth. On this side I've got orange, green and violet and purple. That's what theirs is. And then this is the plug on there, and luckily mine's exactly the same. Violet, orange, pink, green. So all you do is match up the colours on that one. From here there is a different one saying there's a white one, but it's all in the instructions, so you can do that. With this plug, red one's going to be live, black's your earth, and in here, oh by the way, that one needs to be a switch live, not a permanent. Make sure it's a switch. And then your blue plug goes into this side, that's your power, and it goes on the car then. It's going to be a bit of a pain to get in because this motor is massive and it sticks outside, so we're going to have to find a way to get it through the dash. So what I'm going to do is solder all this up, match them all up. You need to position this somewhere. I'm going to put it on to the right of the steering wheel. There's a little panel with your traction control buttons on. I'm going to put it into that, and then we're going to get it all together, get it on the car. So there's my dial switch, all soldered up. I've actually just been putting the column in. I've had to remove the motor, which was 2 little Torx bolts, and it slides out. I also split the column by removing, ooh, is there one on this one? Oh, it doesn't actually have one, but on the other one there is a bolt through here, and it slides it off the back of the motor. It's tight, but it means this part all comes off. I fitted that to the car, then with the motor removed I could slide the end through, and now what I'm going to do is go put the motor back on and fit it in. So let's go quick have a look. So there's it in. It's all loose at the minute because you can't see it at the minute, but I've slid it back up onto the end. Well, I'm about to put the bolt back through. Make sure it's tight, make sure it's in the right place, because this is your life at the end of the day, so you need to make sure everything's right when you put it back in. We put the end through, and I've connected it onto the car with a 13. I haven't pushed the rubbers through yet, and I haven't tightened it, just in case it has to move around a little bit. And I'm going to tighten that up now, get that on, tighten it up, place this into place, then slide the motor on and put the 2 bolts back in. Simple enough, just slide straight out. Just splined on. I've put my ignition in. I've actually removed what they called the clutch switch and the brake switch, just so I didn't break them. Just put them out all the way, moved all the wiring out the way. I've removed, ooh, where's that gone? The duct pipe, which goes at the back. Just simply clips into the side here. You just have to push 2 little tabs over, pop it back, slide it off. And then that's out of the way, you've got loads of access. Right, I'm going to get all that back in. Right, so I put my column back on. I bolted it up. I've tightened the connection bolt between the shaft and the motor. And now I'm underneath, and I've just tightened the 13 pinch bolt there. And all I'm going to do, it'll go dark for a minute, because we've got no light if I put my hand in there, is pop up the rubber boot that goes around it. Get it out of the way. There you are. Where's my light gone? And if you can see, there you are. And now it's nicely covered and protected from the elements. So now I'm going to go inside, push the rubber boot from the inside out to seal it off, put the carpet back, and we're near enough there. Let's just have a quick look at the motor then. Right then. So it's all up in place. There's your motor. All my wiring's everywhere. Put my plugs back. I haven't put my vent back in yet, so I'm going to put that in after actually. Because what we're going to do is get the electric box, ECU, and it mounts up here on the side on that bracket there. And that's where it originally came from. You can put a screw in the top to hold it. Then we're going to connect the wiring up. But we're all in, all bolted up. And we're getting there. Right, let's get that ECU in. We've jumped ahead a bit. So, my column's in, my box is in. I've earthed my box wire, the small one, up to the top up here. I've actually left a second one for my gauges. I've got my switch live from the cigarette lighter. You can go to the fuse box, there's plenty behind there. I've chose that because I probably won't be ever using it, and I'm also leaving a couple of extra lives in for gauge work while I'm on it. Then I've got to run my main live. I'm going to run it directly to the battery, and I'm also going to earth my main earth either to the bracket under here or the one up there. I've actually left them two for the minute, so I'm going to drive this home without it because I've left my cable at home. But I'm sure you can handle that by yourself.
Right then, so hopefully that was helpful. Of course, you haven't got to see it working there, have you? I came home because I didn't have some nice thick cable for the main feed for the motor, and the bad weather rolled in and I haven't got it fitted basically. So that was the plug to the ECU, and you've got your main live, nice earth, and a 60 amp fuse for the battery. So I need to run that through, put it on the car as soon as the weather clears up, and then I can start having to play with it. Is there anything else? No, that's it. Everything just goes in reverse order. Find somewhere to run your power through. You might have to drill a hole behind the glove box somewhere, or anywhere. Just find a way to the battery in it. And the earth, I've already pointed out in the video, just somewhere you've got good quality earth. And then we're away. So hopefully that was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Give us a subscribe, don't forget, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ra.